Hello, World Wide Web. Welcome back to the Hangin With Web Show. I'm GW Pomichter. Thanks for logging in. We live in the future.
That's right.
The future is now. Subscribe if you haven't already. We are hanging with Jaimie Engle. Jaimie is a YA author and editor. And most recently here we have Dreadlands, Wolf Moon.
Yep.
Dreadlands, Wolf Moon. All right, so... Jaimie, thanks for hanging with us.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming back to the future.
It's my pleasure.
Let's get that.
But it's...
Yeah, all right, we're there. So, we got the hoverboard back here. We're doing good. That's it, man. So, let's talk about Dreadlands first. Let's start there. Give me the book blurb here. What are we looking for when we open this book up?
You are going to go on an adventure. It's Viking era, there's Norse mythology, and shifting wolves. So the base of the story is a boy has to lead his sister across the realm before the full moon rises, releasing the wolves from the Dreadlands. But it's magic, there's battles, there's mythology.
Vikings, we got magic, we got wolves.
Yeah.
Man.
Sold.
Done.
It's like, you know,
You haven't bought this yet? Yeah, I got to get over there because magic, wolves. All right. What draws you to that kind of a universe?
Well, for Dreadlands, actually, the story originated in high school. I wrote maybe 20 pages of this really weird old story. I knew it was pre-1800s. There was a cabin, it was snowing, Dad had gone missing, and there was this creepy old grandmother who scared the hell out of me. And when I finished Clifton, I went to go work on something else, and I came across that script. And I read it, and I wanted to know the grandma's story. And for some reason, when I read it this time, it was Vikings. And I just went with the Vikings, and I decided that she was part of some matriarchal werewolf tribe, and the rest is, you have to read it to find out. Get over there, read that. So, how long have you been writing professionally? Professionally since 2013. I started with Florida Today newspaper and Space Coast Living magazine.
And just kept going. And then the books and then...
And then the books.
That's right. So amazing.
Yeah.
It is... That's a great writer's journey. Wait, why do I think that? Oh, yeah, never mind. Anyway, that's a great writer's journey. So we have here Arrow of Light. We don't have the Dredge, sadly.
Dredge is in the other room.
I love this because we saw this earlier, folks, when you see the little gold seal here. So we know something special happened.
That's correct.
Okay. Tell us what happened. What's this little gold seal?
The gold seal is a brag medallion for independent excellence in writing.
Awesome. And so award-winning author, Jaimie Engle.
Correct.
That's
Thank
right.
You.
And so tell us about Arrow of Light.
Arrow of Light originated as an answer to a personal problem. My son was being bullied, and so we started archery club. I took him out of school, and we homeschooled.
Oh, wait. Bullied
Story within the story.
Archery. Wait. Bullied archery. Dangerous, but bold choice.
Yes, thank you.
Bold choice. Nice. Archery. Teach him how to use a bow.
Unlike barbecue sauce.
Just
bold and
spicy. And it worked out. He didn't skewer anybody.
No, there was no skewering.
There was no skewering. Just took it out on the target.
On the target.
Nice.
Yeah, thank you.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Good parenting choices.
Thank you.
And so, and that ends up in a fantasy book.
Yeah, it ended up being, I got this feeling that there was a dwarf stalking us. So I played with that. I don't know why, but that's just what I saw while we were driving there one day. And I'm like, okay, so we've got medieval, right? There's a dwarf, so you go with the fantasy medieval.
Sure, yeah.
And then I learned about King Richard's nephews locked in the Tower of London by their uncle so he could steal their throne, and the whole bullying thing came together. So I thought, wouldn't it be cool if I took a boy from Melbourne and sent him back in time to 1485 England to rescue these boys and just rewrite history?
That's awesome.
Yeah. So I get to go to the schools and talk to kids about bullying here in Brevard County, and now I'm in
So
Lake.
y'all, this ensemble, this is what she does.
Hello.
She's just time traveling, wolf slaying,
Yeah.
just going all the way. How are readers loving this, man?
I'm getting great reviews, and of course in the schools, I get to meet the fans. So
That's awesome.
That's my favorite part.
That is. What is the most distinctively different? I mean, coming from the newspaper background, we have no fans. We have lots of readers, and they usually have nice things, not so nice things to say about us. If you're doing your job right, nobody likes you.
That's true. That's true.
But working in the YA community, meeting those fans, what's the biggest difference in writing for young adults for you?
Okay, well, writing for young adults just means for me that you have to put yourself in their perspective, and that's really hard today because of the technology changes, because that's changed the whole dynamic of social, and that means social Vikings, social medieval. It doesn't matter. Teenagers socialize differently today than they did when I was a teen, when you were a teen, when everyone was a teen that's not a teen now. So when you're writing for teens, you have to incorporate that new level of social that they have, technology or not. You have to incorporate that into your story.
Yeah, well, at their core, I mean, at all of our core, when we're young, we have the same issues and the same drives. We just express them differently.
Exactly.
And today it's Facebook. Back in our day, you had to drive to your friend's house.
That's right. I always joke with my kids and I tell them that we invented texting because we would send numbers on a beeper, and then when you flip it upside down like a calculator,
there would be a message.
They say hello. And I'm like, we invented texting. Are you kidding?
We invented that texting language that we no longer understand.
No.
Because I read those initials and I'm like, what the am I supposed to see
I
there?
have to ask my son, what does this mean?
We've had to Google them.
Yeah.
The kids will send them to us in their text, and I have to Google it. What does that mean? Oh, I get it.
We're not ashamed.
So, all right. So readers are loving it.
Yeah.
You're meeting the fans.
Meeting the fans.
Young people are loving the books.
Yeah.
And what's coming next?
Well, I just signed a contract on my next book.
Awesome.
It's a YA horror supernatural. Basically, if Stephen King wrote Alice in Wonderland, it might be this book.
Okay. We talked to another YA author earlier, and she had the same take on what she's doing. What I love about what y'all are doing is that you have a regard and a respect for your reader.
Yes.
You're not dumbing it down for young adults. You're giving them Stephen King and Alice in Wonderland come together, and
mashup.
And you know that they can handle that.
Yes.
That's awesome. That's a fantastic regard. So you're writing about magic and wolves and mashing up these great fantasy stories. If you could have a magical power, what would it be?
Oh, I mean, totally I would have time travel.
Time
or
travel.
the ability to manipulate time. If I could stop time. I think there's an X-Man who does that, where he moves so fast that he just touches stuff and it just floats away. And I think that would be a great power.
I'm old enough to remember there was a great made-for-TV movie when I was young. And it was The Girl, the Gold Watch, and Everything. And a man inherited a watch that when he turned it, it stopped time around him.
Oh, that's cool.
And he got to kind of walk
That's what I'm
around.
talking about.
It's a really cool power to have.
I would like that.
It's amazing. And so you're living the dream. You're a journalist and author. When they make the movie of your life, who's playing you?
Oh, that's a good question. I get a lot of Courtney Cox.
Yeah,
She's a little older than me now, though, so I don't think she would work. Maybe Hermione would be old enough to play me at that point. The actress who played Hermione.
Yeah, there you go.
I don't know your name, and I'm sorry if you're watching the show. But I love you.
Emma Watson.
Emma
Watson. And yep, awesome. So the books are doing well. The readers are loving it. The fans are loving it. The royalty checks are coming in.
Yeah.
What is your shopping weakness? Where's that money going?
Oh, well, you know what? I am like the
Besides
non-spender.
awesome cosplay.
Yes. Besides awesome cosplay. I'm really not the spender, like groceries. Like I'm walking around Publix and I'm like, hey, because I know everybody in Publix. I mean, that's where I go. Like
Don't try to
Panera.
interview another journalist. They shut you down.
I'm not a spender, so I can't even
That's
say.
fantastic. All right. So, writers write whenever the muse speaks. So you're up at night, you're up in the morning,
Right.
on the weekends. You got to have something to snack on.
Yeah.
What's the ultimate Sunday?
Ultimate Sunday?
The ultimate Sunday. You got to put
Okay.
together a Sunday. It's going to
Yes.
keep you writing for hours.
I got this.
All right.
There's these things at Publix. I'm not sponsored, but looking. And they're pie pops, and they're freaking amazing.
Pie pops.
Pie pops. So I would have a mint chocolate chip pie pop on the base.
What is a pie pop?
It's like a frozen Girl Scout cookie wrapped in pie crust for the mint one. Then there's key lime pie, there's strawberry pie, there's amazing pie. S'mores. So I'd have that base, and then I'd have vanilla ice cream with lots of rainbow sprinkles,
Wow.
whipped cream. Bam.
That's wow. I'm absorbing. Give me a moment. All
Talk
right.
amongst yourselves, I'll give you a topic.
All right. So not that those questions weren't odd enough, but
Yeah,
we
they were extremely
fish the social media sites. We want to know
Okay.
what people want to know.
Okay. Pie pops.
Yeah, I'm telling you, they want to know some stuff. What are you singing in the shower?
Most of the time, Whitney Houston.
Whitney Houston.
Old School, my
Old
first
School.
album,
Awesome.
which was actually a cassette tape. Was Whitney
There were
Houston.
these things, and they went round and round.
Little
You put them in.
rectangles.
Some of your mom's cars still have them.
Yeah.
Look it up.
And you
Cassette
could pull the
tape.
string out and really make people mad.
Or you could redo them with a pencil. Remember that? Yeah, swinging around the
some-
pencil.
that's some good
That's
stuff
what I'm
right
talking
there.
about. Yeah. We're back to the future again. And we're here hanging with Jaimie Engle, the author and editor, the author of Arrow of Light and the Dredge and Dreadlands, Wolf Moon. And let's go ahead, one more, the most recent thing out here that we haven't got an award yet for, so people get on it.
Get on it,
okay,
people.
let's go, let's get it. So, is Dreadlands, give us the short book blurb one more time.
Sure, no problem.
All right, yeah.
Dreadlands is a Viking-era Norse mythology adventure with a boy leading his sister across the realm before the full moon rises, releasing the wolves from the Dreadlands.
Do they make it? Don't they make it?
We don't know.
We don't know. You gotta get on Amazon, you gotta go to Kindle, you gotta go to Barnes &
JME
Noble,
Books.
JME Books. If
.com.
there's an online bookstore somewhere, you gotta look this stuff up. Do some of the work, folks. As we wrap up, we're gonna thank our friends over at Something Unique Magazine, the Florida Book News, Famous Faces and Funnies, Wordfire Press, the Historical Miniature Gaming Society of the South.
I was going to say that one.
That one is,
Yeah, it's tip of my tongue.
it's the one that falls right out of your mouth.
Yeah.
It does. And those guys are sharing these videos all over the World Wide Web, sharing these great creators with you. We are at Space Coast Comic Con in Cocoa, Florida, and we have been hanging with Jaimie Engle, the YA author of The Dredge, Arrow of Light, and most recently, here it is, everybody, right there, Dreadlands, Wolf Moon. Almost got that wrong, which is not good. I'm GW Pomichter. We've been hanging with Jaimie Engle. Remember, subscribe, log on, tune in, and see who we're hanging with next.
Wow.